When working with a designer, a common question is regarding budget. And most people really don't know what you get for your money when dealing with home furnishings. What is the difference between an $800 sofa and a $2,800 sofa? Typically the answer revolves around the craftsmanship, the overall quality of the piece, the quality of the materials, and the level of choice you get in customization. And just as an example, you can see here we have just all these different finish samples, and we have all these different fabrics, but it goes even deeper than that. What kind of cushion do you want? You've got just plain old foam cushions. Then you've got foam cushions with springs in the middle. Then you've got foam cushions with springs with down around the outside, or you've got just plain old down for cush. Same thing when it comes to your case pieces. You know, is it actually solid wood? Is it a veneer made out of an exotic wood, or is it just plywood wrapped with a photo thin layer of veneer? You also have trims that you can choose from, and even nail heads. There are lots of little things that you may not even notice. For example, flow matching, and I'll show you a couple of examples of that. But that's basically where the fabric goes across the top of a cushion of a sofa cushion and then wraps around the front. And if you have a pattern, does that pattern actually make it around the edge, or is it just randomly slapped on there? Those are little details that are going to make a huge difference. Also, when you're talking about what's inside the sofa, you may not care, but you really should. I talked to you a little bit about the cushions, but sometimes there's not even padding on the sides or in the back. So if your kid's running around and he's sword fighting and he whacks into the back of it, is there going to be anything there? You hear about 8-way hand tie. I've seen that in person. It's an amazing process, but it gives you a really nice cush and ride all the way across the cushion, as opposed to just these metal bands that might be stapled inside. All those things are going to determine, is this going to be something that you're going to get rid of because you have to, or are you going to be able to keep it long enough to hand it down to your kids? Frame construction is huge. I mean, there are sofas out there that are just made out of plain old press board or plywood, a lot of cardboard inside. Or do you have something that has a hardwood frame or a laminated hardwood frame that has blocks in the corners and it's glued and screwed together? That's going to make a huge difference on whether or not it's going to withstand the pounding that your family might give it, or if you entertain, or just general everyday use. So come on in and talk to our designers about what is appropriate for you. You may have a situation that you really want to have high quality. You may have a situation where you don't need to invest as much in a particular room. That's fine. We will help you get what's best for you. And the general difference should be your... Now that could be a blooper right there.
Nothing like getting the light perfect and then it decides to go out.